Welcome, friends, and welcome back to Conservation versus Society, where we share stories, science, and faith for a changing planet. I'm glad you're here. This space is meant to feel gentle, like sitting under a tree or listening to the wind move through leaves. Today's episode is part of our week 1 theme: growth, confidence, and National Bird Day. Let's take a slow breath and begin. My name is Shaya, and I'm your host on this journey. This journey through nature, story, and faith. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. This podcast is a quiet place where we look at the world with care and compassion, where we learn from nature, and where we can also think about how we can live here with more love and balance. Today's story is about a girl, a flock of birds, and the smallest and simplest lessons we can learn if only we slow down and look up. Maria and the Sky Teachers. In a small town near a wide open field lived a girl named Maria. She was kind, but she often felt unsure of herself. She worried she wasn't fast enough, she wasn't smart enough, or she wasn't brave enough. One morning, as she walked along the field, she heard a soft flutter above her. A flock of small birds. These small birds moved across the sky in smooth waves. Up, down, turning, gliding, all as if they were one body. Maria stopped and watched. "How do they do that?" she whispered. The birds dipped low, then rose high again, never bumping into each other, never fighting for space. They moved with trust. Trust in the wind, trust in each other, trust in the moment. Maria sat on a rock, and she stayed there. She sat there for a long time. She noticed the small things, such as how the birds took turn leading. She watched them. One bird would fly at the front, and when it's tired, it will fall back, and another one would glide to the front to take its place. She noticed not one bird did all of the work. Not one bird tried to outshine the others. They shared the load. They shared the sky. As she watched, Maria felt something shift inside her. She realized she didn't have to do everything alone, and she didn't have to be perfect. And most of all, she didn't have to rush. The birds were teaching her something: to move with trust, move with balance, and to move with others. When the flock finally flew off, Maria stood up with a small smile. She felt lighter. She felt steady. She felt ready to try again. Not with fear, but with trust. Maria's story showed us something simple, but easy forgotten. We live in a world that pushes us to go fast, to do more, to stand out, to carry everything alone. But nature doesn't rush like that. Birds move with the wind, not against it. They rest when they need to. They lead when they can. They follow when they must. And they never forget. They never forget that they are a part of something bigger. In our lives, we often ignore the small signs that are around us. Signs that tell us to slow down, to breathe, to trust, to lean on others. Birds remind us that balance is not weakness. It's wisdom, it's care. It is life lived in rhythm with the world around us. Today's verse is Matthew 6:26, a simple and gentle reminder. Look at the birds of the air. Your heavenly Father feeds them. This verse is not about ignoring our needs. It's about trust. Trust that we held, seen, and cared for. Just like birds, we are invited to move with ease, not fear, to trust the process, not force it. When we look at the world today, the forests, the birds, the changing seasons, this verse calls us to care, to protect what God made, to honor the life around us. Faith and nature meet in this simple truth. We are a part of creation and creation is part of us. Before we close, I want to take a moment to thank you because you are the real supporters of this podcast. Every time you like, comment, or share, you help this show grow. You help more people find these stories. You help build this space. Your support is what lifts this podcast. Your voice, your time, your presence. That is what keeps us going. I would also like to take the time to announce we are hosting a 1,000 followers celebration. And this is across all of our social media page. Please join us and follow our pages. And when we hit 1,000 followers, we might have a special treat. And if you want to go deeper, there's a Ko-fi link in the description. It's a calm space where I share slow, behind the scenes work, early videos, and creative notes. If you're looking for worksheets, daily planners, and other special documents or files you can use in your daily life, check it out. And listen, there is never any pressure. Just know that every bit of support, big or small, helps us grow. And as we end today's episode, I want to invite you to take one slow breath and think of the birds. May you move with trust. May you rest when you need to. May you find balance in your day. Thank you for being here. This is Conservation versus Society. Science, stories, and faith for a changing planet.